So when it comes to growth, these are some of, when we talk to companies, these are some of the kind of common myths or the problems that we generally face. The first thing that what people say is you need a big advertising budget, a big media budget to grow. And this is the kind of theory which a lot of marketing consulting and media agencies generally talk of. So you need to put money in the market to get market share. And it's a very linear relationship. What they talk of is the more money you put, the more market share that you get in the market. But this is a slightly warped theory. I mean, if you look at why I'm saying it's a warped theory is because you look at companies like a Zoom, a Google, a Chobani. I mean, these are all companies who have not spent massive money but have grown phenomenally. Why do they grow phenomenally? Because they have a very differentiated product, and the product is so relevant that the market pulls it. Now, if your product is or service is not very differentiated or not very relevant, then the weight of the media budget becomes a determining factor to win in the market. So, and this was proven again by a hypothesis when we were, in media trying to understand what is the correlation between the media spend and market share. What we realized is anytime the product is not very differentiated, you need to put more money, media money in the market. But the moment a product becomes very differentiated, becomes very relevant, the relationship between share of voice and share of market, or the money that you put in the market versus the money that you get out of the market, starts getting distorted, which is very good. In a sense, if you have a great product, so the rule is you don't have to spend too much money. And this was again proven by a hypothesis when we looked at products which were introduced in the market which had a great innovation. And what we realized is communication or marketing activities tend to be at least 6x more efficient when you have a great new news around the product. So this is a hypothesis. So the key takeaway is that don't go with this myth saying that you need a lot of money to win in the market. One of the biggest determining factor is how relevant is your product for the customers, how differentiated is the product to the customer. And you need to look at it, media budget as an efficiency creating mechanism. That's the way you need to look at it. So the takeaway on this slide is create products or service which the customers demand so that you create a pull in the market and resist going to the market with very undifferentiated product. The second major myth is around innovation. Now, it's easy to say to have a very differentiated, relevant product, and to do that you need innovation. But innovation, again, the common myth in the market is it's very risky, it's very long term, there is no guarantee on return. I want to show you a slide from McKinsey around innovation. So in this survey, McKinsey surveyed all, across the globe, all the C-level executives, and everyone, 84% of that audience said that innovation is something which is very, very critical to the business, to the growth of the business. And the same group also told that 80% of business models currently are under risk. But if you keeping with this same audience also told that only 6% of this group is satisfied with innovation performance. So look at the paradox, which is a 94%, which is 84% agreeing that innovation is very, very critical for growth, only 6% being satisfied with the innovation performance. So that means 94% of the executives are not satisfied with the innovation performance. Now, to show you another dimension of this particular slide is, where is this dissatisfaction coming from? Very few people know exactly what to improve on or what is the problem to actually solve. Everyone wants innovation, everyone wants a very differentiated product, but what are those nodes which you need to innovate on? No one has got an idea. And that is the root cause where this, what you call extremely low satisfaction around innovation is coming. So this is what actually happens. Like, you don't know what to innovate on. You don't know what are the revenue levers, and you're going out and innovating, and which doesn't have an impact on the bottom line or the revenues. So what we and before I get into the process, this is a simple thing. I want to present an analogy to you. Like it's like saying, if you put a piece of paper in the sun, it's not going to burn. But if you were to focus the sunlight, using a lens, then the paper starts burning. It's as simple as that. So what we are saying is focused innovation on the customer struggling points or the revenue nodes, or what you call where revenue can be untapped, creates actually growth. And we have a diagnostics to spot what are the unmet customer needs, struggling movements, white spaces, or the competition gap. And the process or the tool that we use is nothing but jobs to be done. It is a simple process, and I'll walk you through this context. I mean, what is jobs to be done and how to apply it to your business.